My name is Chris. I'm a 30-year-old man and I live with my parents. Yeah, housing market, this and that. I made some bad decisions in my teenage years and dropped out of high school. Got arrested a couple times, drug possession, driving under influence, robbery, armed assault, you name it. I've done it. My parents supported me, but my conscience couldn't allow me to live for free, like a kid at my parents' house. So, when I saw a job offer on Craigslist for a security guard, paying $4,000, I couldn't resist checking it out. Out of desperation, I suppose. I mean, couldn't go back to the streets anymore. I'm trying to get my life back on track. I clicked on the app, and it read, "Position open for a night shift worker at name redacted, mall. Earn $4,000 a month, work 6 hours a day, from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Address, redacted. Phone number, redacted. No previous experience required, but previous experience working night shifts will be helpful." I called them up as soon as I finished reading the ad. A sharp, formal male voice picked up. He introduced himself as Seph. I inquired about the job, and after a quick job interview over the phone, I was hired. That's it? Slack off the whole time and earn $4,000, I thought to myself. This is better than everything I ever used to do. He told me I could begin as soon as today. I just had to arrive at 12 a.m. on the given address. He also asked me to wear all black clothes, even gloves and a mask. I agreed and told the good news to my parents. The only thing that struck us as odd was the fact that we had never heard of this place, but they were happy that I would finally be getting a handsome sum of money the right way. I left my house at around 11 p.m. I entered the given address into my GPS, and I got there at around 11:50. What the fuck was my first reaction? Why is this place in the middle of the woods? But I wasn't going to question or complain, because at the end of the day I was getting paid $4,000 a month. And if anyone tried to run anything by me, well, they'd probably have to get through me first. I entered the mall. To my surprise, the front door was unlocked and all the lights were off. I wasn't an imaginative man. I called up Seth and asked him what I had to do now that I had arrived. And he chuckled and said, "Make your way to the security room on the second floor. You'll know." He hung up before I could ask him more questions. I tried to call him again, but this time my phone was giving me an error saying that this number didn't exist. That was quite strange, but I made my way to the room anyways, and inside I saw a black German Shepherd sleeping next to the chair in front of the security cameras. That'll be interesting, I thought. I turned on all the lights on the second floor and started looking through the cameras to get an idea of how the mall looked. I got up cautiously, trying not to wake the dog up, and checked the whole mall for homeless people, and also to get a good look at the mall rooms, because who knows, maybe I'll come back for a second visit. Of the illicit kind. I took my sweet time doing it, because, well, it was like a kid in a candy store. There were so many beautiful things. I came back to my office at 12:45 a.m., and I sat down on the chair. The dog was still sleeping, and I noticed a piece of paper kept under the CCTV monitors. I picked it up, flipped it over, and I started reading. "Hey Chris, what I'm about to tell you is classified information. Although no one would believe you if you did tell them about it. You're hired here to keep the anomalies in check, or this town as we know it would be nothing more than a desolate wasteland, both literally and figuratively. Follow these rules to survive. You will still be paid as long as you keep your mouth shut about it, or we will have you killed. There's a handgun and a flashlight kept in the drawer to your right. Rule number 1. Do not leave your security room from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., or you will end up in a universe where you are the only human. And trust us when we say you do not want to meet the other creatures of that universe. Rule 2. Make rounds around the mall every 45 minutes, with an exception to Rule 1. There will be consequences if you do not. Best case scenario is that you lose a limb or two. Rule 3. If, while you are making your rounds, you notice your shadows moving in a way they aren't supposed to, switch your flashlight off and walk back to the security room. It is important that you do not run. Your black clothes will hide you. Rule 4. While making your rounds, if you see a person standing in the store with their back to you, you must run. Run straight to the security room and lock the door behind you. If you fail to outrun it, well, you don't want to know what happens next. Rule 5. Keep all the lights turned on at all times. If any of the lights turn off by themselves, go inside the darkness and stand still. You will see creatures around you. Do not react to them, and they will be gone within a minute. Rule 6. If you hear your name being called from any of the stores, take the gun and shoot yourself. At this point, it is either dying from a quick shot to the head or being skinned alive by those beings. The decision is yours to make. Rule 7. When clearing the bathrooms, if you see a tall, thin creature with talons and yellow eyes, keep looking at it. Do not look away from it for more than 5 seconds at a time, and do not look away until it has gone inside a stall. Rule 8. If you see this creature looking directly into the camera, switch off all the power and hide under your desk. With any luck, it won't come and find you and rip your spine out. Rule 9. Do not try to leave the building before 6 a.m. The anomalies that reside here do not like that. They will find you, and you will die a brutal death. Rule 10. If it was not obvious enough, do not go to sleep. If you do, you will be trapped in a nightmare that you will not be able to wake up from. Rule 11. If you hear commotion coming from one of the stores, quickly run to that store. There will be one of your loved ones passed out in that room. Pick them up and bring them with you to the security room. They will wake up soon, and now you will need to survive the rest of the night together. If you do not rescue them, they will die. Rule 12. If you see a dog sleeping anywhere in the mall, shoot it before 1 a.m. and you will be safe. Otherwise, it will be too late. It is a sadistic being, and it will kill you slowly, savoring every one of your screams. It'll tear your limbs apart, rip parts of your skin off, slash out your eyes with its claws, and break your spine, sucking out the marrow from your bones before going for the throat. I froze with fear. I glanced down at my phone. It read, 1:04 a.m. I heard a deep, guttural growl behind me.